Hey guys, RaginCake here. Going to be doing a Let's Play of Skyrim. I will be playing as a wood elf named Tanor. And his backstory and the reason for him being in Skyrim, he'd actually been out exploring. He received a letter from his brother who lives in the hunter's cabin just outside of Riverwood, that his brother's wife and daughter, while they were out hunting, they were all ambushed, and the wife and daughter were killed by bandits. And they, he plans revenge. The brother plans revenge. His brother's name is Tanis, and he plans revenge on the bandits. And he believes that he knows where a group of bandits is hiding in the mine that's actually just behind his house outside of Riverwood. So he sends word for his brother, says, hey, come on over and come to Riverwood. I know it's been a while since I've talked to you, might need some help, etc. So Tanor here is arriving in Solitude, and he's going to make his way to Riverwood and try to help his brother out. So most likely what he'll do is he'll get to Solitude, talk to a few people there to find where to go to get a carriage, and then he'll take a carriage ride over to the nearest town to Riverwood that he can find. So Whiterun most likely. I am using mods. I'm using Percus Maximus. I'm using Live Another Life. I'm using the Enhanced Bandits mods. I'm using the Hunter's Cabin mod, and Combat Evolved, and I'll put them all in the description down below. But it's not super heavily modded, but I am using quite a few. Let's think of anything else. Any suggestions or comments on the way if you watch an episode or so and you say, well, it should be going this way, or I'd like to see it go this way, I'd like to see him do this or that. Any quest lines you want me to follow. I am going to do the main quest line. I probably will not do the vampire quest. I wasn't really a big fan, but it's enabled. The mod or the DLC is actually enabled, but I have installed a mod that turns off the random vampire attacks. So, because I just find it annoying that every time you walk into a town, half the town people get killed. So I'm not gonna be doing that. I will eventually make it to the Dragonborn DLC, but that's a ways away. I plan on making videos, between 10 and 15 minutes long. But there won't be the way I like to do it. I like to record a long period of time, but I'll find a good point between 10 and 15 minutes, a good break point between each video. So I'll do a series of 4 to 5 videos, put them up, and I may have no commentary at the beginning of the next video. You'll know when it's a new episode because I'll give a summary of what happened in the last few episodes at the beginning of the next one. I'll be doing a little RP, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of it. I'm not good at voicing characters and whatnot. My vision of him is that he's kind of a smartass, and he doesn't really like people that much. So he'll be pretty standoffish with people, and if they give him if they give him stupid answers to questions he has, he'll just kind of ignore them and keep going on about his business. If the coin is right, he will pick up quests along the way to help people out, as long as the reward is good enough. Later on, you'll see that his hatred of bandits is going to drive him towards a lot of his decisions. So he's already pretty mad that his brother's wife and daughter were killed. So, and then one last thing, I am going to add a few items to his inventory through the console before I start recording in Solitude, but it's not going to be anything major. It's going to be like leather armor, or maybe even I might even just add fur armor, a bow, and probably a hunting bow, and then probably some steel arrows, and that's going to be about it. Maybe a steel dagger, but that'll be it. I'm not going to add a whole bunch of magical items and this and that and the other thing. I'll be playing on expert difficulty to start, but most likely I'll move up to master. The combat, I don't remember exactly how the combat mod affects the different enemies you encounter. So I mean, I don't want to have 40-minute fights with two guys. So if it's too bad, I'll move it down to adept. If it's too easy, I'll move it up to master, and we'll go from there. Anyway, like I said, so any comments or suggestions will be appreciated. And thanks for watching.